Hello and welcome back to Digital Assets Daily. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in your corner of the world. Ripple to be welcomed by U.S. government infers Brad Garlinghouse from Stephen Mnuchin's speech. Sorry if you hear that siren going off. It seems like his timing just lined up perfectly with us. Yuri Malkin, during the WEF in Davos, Stephen Mnuchin stated that the U.S. government welcomes companies like Ripple, without using names, concludes community from Ripple CEO's tweet. As we loaded a lot of videos up today, kind of similar to what Brad was saying, it was obvious a lot of, the discussion they were speaking of without saying the name, and I agree with Brad on that. At the World Economic Forum 2020 in Davos, take your pick, potato, recently the U.S. Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin stated when answering questions that the U.S. government welcomes cross-border payment companies that make transactions both for retail and business customers cheaper. Reading directly from Brad Garlinghouse tweet, at Stephen Mnuchin1 at #WEF20. When asked about cryptocurrencies, there are benefits to cross-border payment systems in lowering costs for consumers and businesses. We absolutely support companies working on this, critical to apply this pragmatism to U.S. regulations. The community now believes he was talking about Ripple too. There's a few other tweets in there, and will Ripple be welcomed officially? In his responses, Stephen Mnuchin mentioned only MoneyGram, but since his statement was shared by the Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse on his Twitter page, some in the XRP community concluded that U.S. regulators are basically ready to acknowledge and support Ripple as part of the innovative financial and banking system. Besides all that, Mnuchin said about these cross-border remittance systems does apply to Ripple. There are benefits to cross-border payment systems and lowering costs for consumers and businesses. We absolutely support companies working on this. Ripple signs up more big-name partners to its network. As time goes by, many large global banks and giant payment platforms are starting to feel the need for innovation to retain their customers. A great deal of them have chosen Ripple as their partner in this area. In 2019, Brad Garlinghouse had boasted about 300 new partners had boarded Ripple, including major banks such as Santander and others of a similar scale. Not all of them are using XRP, though. They are utilizing Ripple's current technology for faster transactions. From remittance platforms to the largest to join Ripple so far has been MoneyGram, who has been using XRP widely. As per its CEO, Alex Holmes, around 10% of all the transactions back in the fall of 2019 went to Mexico with the help of XRP. The use of the coin was one of the conditions on which Ripple made several large investments in MoneyGram last year. And then here is the actual tweet from Brad Garlinghouse in regards to Stephen Mnuchin. Kind of popped up a few times, not sure why. Close those. IBM said, next article, IBM said, Ripple is unique and valuable, and 2015-2016 pilot on Bluemix. A senior cloud advisor that worked for IBM between February 2015 and June of 2016 shows on his LinkedIn profile that he was responsible for major banks' blockchain business pilots using Ripple. This was on IBM Bluemix, which was rebranded IBM Cloud in 2017 and still used today. The article is the senior cloud advisor provided detailed hybrid cloud POVs and roadmaps to enterprise clients, lead key presentations, develop DevOps practices, review for airline. Whole of government cloud strategy supported successful major contract renewal for a major bank by demonstrating IBM thought leadership in cloud and innovation. Highlighted in blue on the screen is the led IBM team responsible for Major Bank's blockchain business pilot using Ripple on IBM Bluemix. The led team to create a remittance POC shown at CBOS at IBM, Ripple Labs, and bank stalls at CBOS. Supported global team on blockchain opportunities in Canada and Philippines. He led the creation and execution of corporate payments hackathon for a major bank involving team of 40 people and 100 participants using IBM Bluemix. Lean startup and design thinking helped set up subsequent blockchain hackathon for major bank. Government Hack 2016 mentor, who was also the mentor at several bank hackathons, advised insurance and banking clients globally on hackathon best practices. XRP community member at Leo. Yeah, I was double checking that. At Leo Haji, I'll stop there, has also recently found a solutions architect at IBM that mentioned Ripple in his linked profile. Performing POC on RippleNet blockchain implementation for bank. In 2019, Jesse Lund, head of blockchain and digital currencies at IBM, had an interview Crypto Finder. One of the statements he said the following about Ripple. Really quick, if you are familiar with this name, do a phonetic spelling for that in the comments below. That way I can actually learn something, teach me something on that one today. I'd like to know how to pronounce that properly so the next time I see it, I can say it correctly. Thanks for your help. If you know, please place it in the comments below. Credit Ripple for the vision of using a digital asset in order to enact immediate settlement with finality. We believe there should be an ecosystem and a variety of digital assets to provide this settlement instrument that enable these cross-border payments, and the participants on the network should be able to choose and to negotiate their choices in real time. The pricing might be different on the settlement option you choose, so I think with Ripple, they're looking at XRP as their primary digital asset for settlement. For us, it could be Lumens, it could be Ripple, XRP even, could be Bitcoin, but would also include other instruments like stablecoins and eventually, soon, even central bank issued digital currency. And we already know that, as we've discussed in videos previously here on this channel, that IBM is already working with XRP and XLM on their WorldWire. It looks like IBM are building their own level playing field, and most efficient digital asset will win. XRP is the digital asset built for global payments, faster, less costly, and more scalable than any other digital asset. XRP and XRP Ledger are used to power innovative technology across the payments space. XR community member at W. Kahneman found the below document Everest Group Peak Matrix TM for Enterprise Blockchain Services 2020, showing Ripple leading business use cases around integrating to IBM Payments Hub. And feel free to further research some of these articles, as they'll always be included in the description below. The latest document from IBM discussing Ripple is written by Eric Jeffrey of December 9th, 2019. He currently works as a senior managing consultant and solutions architect for IBM. Others with unique and valuable properties include Ripple and Ethereum. Ripple has a nice foothold in global finance markets, and Ethereum uses smart contracts to replace escrow. The most well-known blockchain technologies in production today involve cryptocurrency. There are scores of deployments with Bitcoin as the most popular. Others with unique and valuable properties include Ripple and Ethereum, and Ripple has a nice foothold in global finance markets, and Ethereum uses smart contracts to replace escrow and for digital identity management, and along with other implementations. Most cryptocurrency deployments involve public blockchains allowing anyone to participate. Most corporate blockchain deployments utilize a private ledger limiting access and authorization. While cryptocurrencies have a valid place in the blockchain world, they by no means cover the vast possibilities behind this emerging technology. Financial services have one of the greatest rationales for utilizing blockchain. The inherent security and immutable directly tie into key requirements for banking and insurance. American Express appears to understand these facets and have taken steps in a few different areas of their business to deploy blockchain. American Express have joined Ripple's global payment network and launched a blockchain for membership rewards. Eric Jeffer finishes his article mentioning, while Bitcoin launched 8 years ago and in the technology world, this equals light years, blockchain still has a ways to go. There are extensive ideas in large numbers of industries for blockchain use. However, we are still a few years away from mass deployment. Blockchain will change many industries, increase quality of life, and reduce fraud. It's simply a matter of time. And we're going to finish this off with something personal here, as it's one of my favorite coffee shops. The article states the world's largest coffee chain expected to start using crypto to manage its prepaid cards. By Alex Dobnia, the Seattle-based coffee giant Starbucks is expected to start using crypto in order to manage nearly 1.6 billion USD of borrowed cash that it gets from prepaid cards. And, some people like coffee, some people don't like coffee. And I even have a friend who likes the smell of it, but he doesn't like to drink it. Me personally, I am a coffee fan, and Starbucks is one of my favorite because it is consistent. You might find better at some smaller specialty place, but at least the consistency of Starbucks, you know what you're going to get every time you get it. Right into the article, the coffee behemoth Starbucks, which boasts more than 30,000 stores around the world, is expected to use cryptocurrency to manage its prepaid cards. Just to throw that out there, I'm not paid by Starbucks, and they're still my favorite. All right, guys. By expanding its asset management business, Starbucks is emerging as a fintech giant that could potentially compete with Korean banks. Billions of dollars from gift cards, Starbucks offers its customers S-Bucks, S-B-U-X, prepaid cards that allow them to conveniently purchase coffee in advance. This is more than a gimmick. The company actually has over 1.6 billion USD on its balance sheet of people who want to buy their coffee with gift cards. These customers effectively act like creditors who trust the company. This is a great way for Seattle headquartered chain to loan money without paying any interest. Due to regulatory hurdles and the need to deal with multiple fiat currencies, it makes sense for Starbucks to turn crypto in order to manage its massive loans. All right, guys, that's it for the news on this video. Again, we're not here for financial advice, just entertainment purposes only. Feel free to hit the like and subscribe and share this video. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you can be notified for the next video that we release. All right, guys, much love to all of you. Thank you so much for your support of this channel. It really means a lot as we continue to keep growing, and we're going to do, better and better shows for you and keep trying to keep things a little, fresh here and on top of the news as best as possible. Again, hope you're having the best of days. Till the next one.